analysis, dance collaboration, Tried and Refused Productions.
A fascinating aspect of anything in the creative industry is that there is no way of predicting the future. As the industry is not backed by job security, you can easily transition from being the most beloved individual of the country to easily becoming a nobody. The sad reality, especially of the Hindi film industry, is that everything is in the public eye. This leads to failures being magnified to the power infinity compared to any other profession. When you know a person's killing it, the entire country knows. You know when a person's going through a slump because that's the only thing people want to talk about on social media. This video is aimed at focusing on some films that changed the trajectory of the careers of some of the most popular celebrities from the Hindi film industry. Without further ado, here is Tried and Refused Productions with 10 Bollywood movies that revived declining acting careers. Shahid Kapoor. I've been a fan of Shahid Kapoor since he debuted with the Ken Ghosh directed film Ishq Vishk. The man had this charming quality in front of the camera. What has been frustrating in the journey of supporting his work is undoubtedly his script choices. The debut was followed by multiple flops. Everyone thought that the success of the Suraj Barjatia directed film Viva in 2006 would change the fate of the actor, but nothing changed. The 2009 Kamine, directed by Vishal Bhardwaj, despite only doing average business, showcased Shahid Kapoor playing a shade of a character never seen before. But this was also followed by consecutive failures. People started to doubt whether Shahid will ever be considered in the A-list category of superstars. But the 2014 movie Heather, an adaptation of Hamlet, cemented his position as a dependable leading hero. Shahid won the first Best Actor Filmfare Award, and nobody could match his haunting and gripping performance as Heather in conflict-ridden Kashmir.
I have a great relationship with him. He's given me two of the most significant roles of my career. So yeah, I feel awesome when he says it.
Since then, despite minor blips, the actor has featured in some of his career's most successful films, and it seems like it's only onwards and upwards from here. Amitabh Bachchan. An extremely small percentage of people know the dire financial state in which Amitabh Bachchan was in the late 90s. With the collapse of ABCL, one of the first companies that was introducing corporatization in the Hindi film industry, Amitabh Bachchan, due to many catastrophic investment decisions, was in a terrible situation. This was the time where, to make matters worse, Amitabh Bachchan was in a terrible position regarding his film career as well, featuring in disaster after disaster. A story explained by the legend showcased us the benevolence of Yash Chopra and the absence of ego in Bachchan's life regarding how he got the film Mohabbatein.
I walked across to my dear friend Mr. Yash Chopra, who lives just behind my house, and I said, I'm out of job.
Early in the morning?
Yeah, and I'm out of job, give me a job. And he within a minute said, I have a film called Mohabbatein and we have a role for you, and would you work in it? I said, fine. And that's how things started.
A combination of his stoic portrayal of Narayan Shankar in the film and his long and successful stint as the host of Kaun Banega Crorepati led to a resurgence of sorts for the actor, both financially as well as creatively. It's safe to say that there was no looking back after that. Kareena Kapoor. Kareena Kapoor, according to me, is iconic in every way. She gets a lot of slack for being who she is, but it is undeniable that she is one of the finest actors of the country. She is also an actress who has said no to some of the biggest hits of the Hindi film industry and has gone on to do some of the most embarrassing films, where over a period of time, especially in the early 2000s, Kareena was appreciated for her roles in films like Chameli, Dev and Omkara. She was always bestowed with the Best Actress award in the critics category. But the turning point was when the entire nation was blown away by her iconic performance as Geet in Jab We Met, a film which showed not only her acting range but also led to Kareena sweeping the entire award season. The hilarious aspect is that the actor thought the fate of the film would not be something special as she was simultaneously shooting for Tushan.
I actually thought that that's going to change my life.
And this is the one that changed the career.
But this actually changed my career and that changed my life.
She soared to new heights after the film and became a part of some of the biggest hits of the country, and still is one of the most sought after actors of the country. Saif Ali Khan. A man who was out of his depth and completely lost in the 90s in Bollywood was Saif Ali Khan. You could clearly tell in several movies that a man educated in the UK with the sensibilities of a Nawab just didn't feel comfortable singing Kahan Hai Meri Chui. Even though the actor featured in some successful films, he never stood out as a capable actor. It all changed when Saif featured in the revolutionary film Dil Chahta Hai, directed by Farhan Akhtar, as Sameer. What's crazy is that the actor had to be convinced by Amir Khan to sign the film as he was initially hesitant.
I'm playing hero, and he said, which film are you playing hero in? I said, this one and that one. He's like, okay, this film is about 3 times the size of all of those put together. Okay, you know, can you get on the page because this is good cinema? You have to do it, he said.
Saif as Sameer was instantly likable, and Saif went on to become a bankable leading hero in several films. Vishal Bardwaj also played a key role in showcasing to the world the sheer range Khan possesses when he played the role of Langda Tyagi in Omkara. Kangna Ranaut. It is beyond impossible to fathom for outsiders that one day they will become superstars in the Hindi film industry. Rajkumar Rao and Ayushmann Khurrana are a needle in a haystack in somewhat of a recurring family business that is the Hindi film industry. Another success story like that is Kangna Ranaut. But as most debuts of outsiders go, Kangna Ranaut's Gangster was followed by back-to-back flops. Everyone believed that after her iconic performance as Shonali in Fashion, things would change for the better. But again, her career was marred by many flops, overshadowing the rare hits and impressionable performances. It was after the surprise hit Queen in 2014 that Kangna Ranaut had reached the quintessential definition of what stardom feels like.
क्वीन के बाद कहेंगे कि एक अलग स्टारडम देखने को मिला मुझे और ज़्यादा जो इन टर्म्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियली जो एक अलग मुकाम देखने को मिला वो तनु मनु टू के बाद.
Her role as Rani left a deep impact on audiences, and since then Ranaut has become a lone wolf of sorts, banking hundreds of crores on movies solely running on her merit. Very interested to know how her upcoming releases would pan out in the box office. Salman Khan. Salman Khan has one of the longest and most importantly successful careers in the Hindi film industry, but it has not been all sunshine and flowers for the actor. Where the 90s was mostly smooth sailing for the actor, it was the early to mid 2000s that Bhai had to deal with several financial failures, where most of his successful stints after Tere Naam included multi-starrers or two actor-led films in the form of Mujhse Shaadi Karogi and Partner. Most of all these leading roles did below average business compared to at least Khan standards like Garv, Lucky, Babul and Got to See Great Ho. It was when Salman Khan decided to remake the Telugu success Pokiri in the form of Wanted, directed by Prabhu Deva, that Salman came back to his form of tearing the box office apart. The film led to a frenzy of sorts, that even his most nonsensical films would certainly hit hundreds of crores. It has been no stopping ever since. Aditya Roy Kapoor. One of my favorite actors from the current generation that is still not regarded as a capable future star, mainly due to his poor choices, is Aditya Roy Kapoor. I have always felt that even if the movies from a story standpoint have been underwhelming, Kapoor has always put forth a praiseworthy performance. After the monumental success of Aashiqui 2, everyone felt that it is going to be smooth sailing from there for the actor. But after the consecutive flops in the form of Dawat-e-Ishq and Fitoor, which I love by the way, I highly recommend you give it another try, the industry sort of gave up thinking that Kapoor was a dependable star, especially when OK Janu tanked, followed by the disaster that was Kalank. By the way, his track with Sonakshi was one of the biggest highlights. I genuinely felt, is this it? But with Malang and its financial success and knowing his future projects, I feel like Kapoor is definitely in stride to be active in films and providing us compelling characters and stories.
I'm excited because it's a new genre. It's a genre which I feel like I've been wanting to do for a while, and the audience seems to have accepted me in that genre. It's an action space, so it's definitely a new chapter.
Yeah.
How do you think Sadak 2 and Equivalent 2 are going to pan out?
Oh,
Deepika
Equivalent 2
Padukone.
bhi aa raha hai.
Deepika Padukone has had many highs and lows in the Hindi film industry, where in her initial stint she was only regarded for her beauty and elegance. Little was talked about her acting chops. People thought that this perception might change after the 2009 Love Aajkal, but it was all downhill from there, with multiple flops in the form of Lafange Parinde, Break Ke Baad and Khele Hum Ji Jaan Se. Even with some successful films like Houseful and Arakshan, Padukone was getting overshadowed due to the multi-starrer setup. It was only after the 2012 film Cocktail that people started raving about her acting talent, and she started to get respect as a leading lady. Veronica stayed with audiences, and Deepika since then has been in countless successful films and has put forth some very impressive performances as well.
I'm told that this is the first time that a love story has got this kind of an opening. It's massive, it's humongous. Friday we did about 11 plus. Today, Saturday we did about 12 plus. And we're hoping that Sunday is even bigger and better.
Imran Khan. Imran Khan was an actor everyone was interested to notice. People were curious of how his acting career would pan out. Even though his limitations as a performer were clear, he definitely had an impactful first impression with audiences with Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na. After that, there were multiple flops or below average performing films that also exposed the frailties of the actor as a performer. This is when Amir Khan stepped in as producer for the brave and ambitious dark comedy Delhi Belly. Imran Khan again benefited from being a part of a compelling and revolutionary film in so many ways.
I've always viewed Delhi Belly as a very important film for Indian cinema. And in the build up to the release, I was already saying that if this film clicks, if the film works, I think that it will inspire a lot of other filmmakers to push the boundaries, to change the idea of what we consider to be commercial cinema.
After several failed opportunities, this seemed to be a new beginning, with the actor bagging several roles ahead in Bollywood movies. Sadly, the career didn't pan out as planned, and after successive flops, Imran stopped acting. The individual is trying to make it as a director after his stint in creating a short called Mission Mars. Sanjay Dutt. Sanjay Dutt had possibly the most tumultuous personal as well as professional journey, mostly due to irresponsible decisions and a lot to do with the torrid circumstances. The late 90s was a horrible affair for Dutt in the box office. After the iconic 1993 film Khalnayak, it seemed to only get worse. With multiple flops in his name and a back and forth between jail and shooting, it seemed like Dutt was slowly fading into the abyss as a forgotten star. But who knew that a first-time director, Rajkumar Harani, with an offbeat premise of a goon wanting to become a doctor in the form of Munna Bhai MBBS, would become a national sensation and a turning point for Dutt's career. Since then, Sanjay Dutt had a franchise he was known for and a part of several commercial blockbusters that cemented his position in the industry.
देखिए मेरे करियर से लेके मेरी डेली लाइफ में से लेके मेरे इमेज से लेके हर चीज़ मुन्ना भाई की वजह से चेंज हुई है.
And that was a video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the list and whether you have some video.
यार कितना कमाल का यार रिएक्शन, मतलब कि टॉप 10 ऐसे एक्टर्स जिनके डाउन, मतलब कि बिल्कुल कैरियर ख़त्म होते होते पे उन्होंने पीक पकड़ा है. और वाकई में उनके लिस्ट पे मुझे सलमान खान का तो पता है, संजय दत्त का भी पता है, ठीक है, कंगना रनौत का भी पता है, लेकिन यार आई वाज़न्ट अवेयर ऑफ दी अमिताभ बच्चन कि भाई अमिताभ बच्चन भी इसके अंदर इंक्लूड होगा, ठीक है. और उसके अलावा जो और भी जो नए एक्ट्रेसेस के बारे में उनको बताया यार कि डेफिनेटली यार फितूर मूवी, मुझे अभी भी शौक हूँ यार कि फितूर मूवी फ्लॉप कैसे हो गया यार. इट इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट मूवी यार जो मैंने वॉच किया है, मतलब कि यार इट डजंट नीड टू गेट फ्लॉप यार, बहुत कमाल की मूवी है वो. वेल आई एम स्टिल अमेज्ड यार कि ऐसे लोग, मतलब कि ऐसे जो कि आप इस वक्त हम बिगेस्ट हाईएस्ट मार्क पे देख रहे हैं कि यार एक टाइम पे अमिताभ बच्चन भी वाज काइंड ऑफ अ कि भाई वो भी अपने जॉब के लिए जो है ना वो पूछ रहे थे कि आई एम अ जॉबलेस, आई नीड अ वर्क, आई नीड टू डू इट. और यार मोहब्बतें उनका टर्निंग पॉइंट, सलमान खान का उनका वांटेड टर्निंग पॉइंट, कंगना रनौत का क्वीन टर्निंग पॉइंट और संजय दत्त का मुन्ना भाई टर्निंग पॉइंट, ऑल आर द गोज टू अदर्स एज वेल. यार इट इज़ फैंटास्टिक वीडियो टू मेक अ रिएक्शन ऑन इट. यार कमाल की वीडियो थी यार. I mean, please do suggest me any kind of video. इस तरह के कोई भी आपको डॉक्यूमेंट्री या फिर कुछ भी किसी और कंट्री से भी अगर आप चाहते हैं कि मैं रिएक्शन दूं तो प्लीज़ सजेस्ट मी अंदर कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो, ठीक है. और जाते थे प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को भी ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा एंड टू वॉच माई प्रीवियस वीडियोज़ एज वेल. टेक केयर, टाटा.